Daily. Welcome, everyone. Please like and share this video. Ronnie Rance here with you, presented by LaBear's Casino, coming to you from beautiful Cane River, right here in Natchitoches. Beautiful Cane River right here in Natchitoches, as we're on the banks of the Cane River, getting ready for the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame induction week up here in Natchitoches. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 2022 Hall of Fame class going in. Going to be an epic time down here in the riverbank because we got fireworks we're going to be doing Friday night. We've got Rockin' Dupes. He's going to be performing Friday night. We've got a junior training camp, kids clinic with the Saints and Pelicans, free to the public Saturday morning. Lots of stuff. Go to lasportshall.com. Check it out. Maybe it's not too late for you to come up here, be a part of it in Natchitoches or wherever you're at. Beautiful town. And we got events Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Have events in Alexandria as well. So if you can't do it all, pick and choose what you can do. It's going to be a memorable, lifelong experience. Tommy Chrysan joining us as he does Wednesdays and Fridays from Tremonti.
That's right, Ronnie. I'm at Tremonti. Okay.
We've got TK over there, Tremonti. First off, the story of the week, and we're going to talk about Deshaun Watson and what's going on with him. We're going to talk some more about other stuff in sports, and the Live Tour and the PGA battle. But the College World Series is going on. 4 teams remaining in the College World Series. 3 of them are currently in the SEC. The other one, Oklahoma, is going to be in the SEC. Oklahoma's joining Texas A&M. They're joining. They're also in one bracket. Other side is Ole Miss and Arkansas. Is it wrong, Tommy, that I am as excited for Ole Miss and Mike Bianco as I would be almost as if LSU was in the World Series? I so want Mike Bianco to win the College World Series. One, to shut up all the people that gave me a hard time because I thought he should have been the coach at LSU. And I'm fine with Jay Johnson, but I thought Mike Bianco deserved the ask. But more than that, he's just such a great guy. He's had such a weird record that he's been there all this time. And this is only his second trip to the College World Series because I know how he does it. He does it the right way. I know his system. I know the guy he is. I know the staff he has. They deserve better from a standpoint of trips to the College World Series. And they may make it all up right here this year. I'm so pulling for Ole Miss.
Ronnie, I don't think you're wrong at all. I mean, you have a personal relationship with him. You know his family. Drew played summer ball in your program a couple of years ago, came to one of your tournaments. I mean, it goes back a long way. I picked Ole Miss because I just jumped on the Cinderella story. They were the 64th team in the tournament by the selection committee. And you look back, that sweep over LSU at the box propelled them into some pretty darn good things. Their pitching has been outstanding. And look, Mike Bianco is a good guy. He's one of the great guys, and on and off the field. We've all seen his motivational videos when he talks about things. I mean, they're inspiring. I don't care what you do for a living. If you're tackling your sales job and you're trying to hit the quota by the end of the month, watch some of his videos. I mean, it's unbelievable, inspirational, motivational. And by the way, he's had a lot of good baseball players, a lot of good baseball teams, and this one's got hot at the right time. They got hot. And that's the story of Omaha for 50 years. The team that gets hot at the right time, whether that's Coastal Carolina, Fresno State, or it's one of the big guns, LSU, many, many times got hot at the right time. So, it's all about that. And this team's confident. They're hot at the right time. And, they had a day off yesterday. They're set up a little better in their pitching than Arkansas. Arkansas has certainly swung the bat big time. They can flat out hit. And, I really like Oklahoma today because I think A&M starting pitching not as good as their bullpen stuff. And I think if Oklahoma gets out to a lead, it takes away the A&M bullpen, which has been so good during the course of the year. And Oklahoma's on fire. They had the day off. And, I really like, in fact, meatandpotatoesusa.com is going to bet on Oklahoma minus 1.5 today. It's plus $1.45. So that's good stuff. Then tonight, I got to like Ole Miss just because of the day off and where's the Arkansas pitching staff. They got some flamethrowers. We know that. But Ole Miss is confident. Oklahoma's confident. I look for both of them to win today. We'll have a couple of days off before the finals begin on Saturday up in Omaha. So I've watched a lot of the College World Series. A lot of people have been talking to me about it. I've been out at a couple of watering holes, and games are on and everybody's like checking it out. It's really been cool. And kind of going back to your question, no, I don't think there's anything wrong with you pulling for a friend and a great person and a coach in Mike Bianco. And, hey, I thought of this morning. If Ole Miss wins it, that's Mississippi State last year, Ole Miss this year. I mean, what a story that is. And Southern Miss has got a pretty darn good program, too. Yep. A little rah-rah for the state of Mississippi in baseball there. But, you know, there's games to be played, and certainly Arkansas and A&M, don't discount them. They're one of 4 teams still playing. There's only 4 still playing. And those are the 4. So you got, you know, anything can happen here. And then you reset when you get to the finals. You know, you're a 2 out of 3 thing.
You know, it's very unlikely usually in these situations that the team that, you know, has not lost knocks off the team that's rested 2 straight. So that said, you would anticipate an Ole Miss Oklahoma matchup, but don't, you know, but the way A&M season is gone, the way Arkansas, when they play well and swing it as good as anybody, don't discount it. I mean, you know, the pressure can switch dramatically from Oklahoma and Ole Miss being laid back and, you know, hey, we got 2 to win 1. All of a sudden you lose that first one. And now Ole Miss is, you know, they start thinking, okay, we've choked before in a super regional. This program has never won before. Are we going to do it again? So I think, and then Oklahoma is like, we're just not used to being here. And so there's so many great storylines. I mean, obviously on A&M side, I'm pulling for Nolan Kane, you know, a personal relationship there, former LSU Tech. So I can't lose. If Oklahoma if Texas A&M or Ole Miss wins the national championship, I'm going to be happy for both of those programs because of the personal relationships with those coaches and the fact that those programs, they do it the right way. I mean, they do it the right way. They play ball the right way. They all on and off the field. So, you know, LSU, looking forward to them being back in the mix. I mean, you know, Jay Johnson's out there grinding. I mean, he's not only is he interviewing for coaches and he's trying to hold on to players that are going to go in the draft and sign kids in the transfer portal and run off, but not run off players that you currently have because you need the roster spots. I mean, it's a delicate dance that Jay Johnson is doing right now. I don't envy him. He is going to be a madman till the middle of August when all this is said and done, and he can get to practicing and getting ready for the fall. But LSU baseball fans are not used to now, Tommy, since 2017, since LSU has been to the College World Series. That's the longest stretch since Skip Bertman, you know, was what came in 1984, and of course he was only the head coach for 2 years before they went in his 3rd year in 86. So LSU fans have not, you know, and most of the people that watch this show are not accustomed to the Tigers going on this long drought. 18, 19, 20 didn't obviously happen because of COVID, but they weren't going there anyway. And 21 didn't happen. This is the 5th year since LSU's been to the College World Series. That seems like eternity.
It really does. Now you have LSU's got more fans in Omaha now than Stanford and Texas did put together and Notre Dame. Right. Okay, I mean, it's really sad that those teams don't travel, but we know the SEC. It just means more, right? As Herb Vincent says. So those teams travel and they get after it. So, you know, but LSU, I can tell you, I got an inside scoop. There's a possible pitcher transferring in. I'll just say this from another SEC school, and it would be big time. I'll just leave that at that for right now. Stay tuned to your local outlets, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, look, that the transfer portal and the fact that the NCAA is willing to give everybody a one-time pass means that everybody has a 1-year contract. It means that you're going to see that happen. People, swapping from team to team, right or wrong. And Jay Johnson has been very public in that he doesn't like it. He doesn't like the rules. He doesn't like the transfer portal. He doesn't like all that. But that is the rules. And if that's the rules, then LSU is going to surely try to take advantage of those rules and do the best it can.
You got to embrace it. You got to embrace it, or you're not going to be ever going to Omaha, or you might not go back to Hoover.
Remember, there's a lot of bad blood between the Arizona fans and Jay Johnson. Not that they left to take the LSU job, but that he took Barry, the best player on their team, who transferred over. And, I get it. I get it. But what is he supposed to do? Is he not supposed to ask? What if the kid What if he doesn't ask and the kid calls and says, "Hey, coach, I really want to come play for you and I want to come to LSU." No, I'm not going to take you. You need to honor your commitment there. It's not like, you know. And what if he says, "Okay, well, I'm not going to honor my commitment to Arizona. I'm going to transfer somewhere else. Do you want me or not?" I mean, like it's we can't throw stones. The bottom line is the rules are the way they are. Coaches can leave and make more money and go anywhere else without any sort of penalty. Sometimes there's a buyout, whatever. Most of the time there's not. And then you've got players can leave and go wherever at a moment's notice. That's the way that's the way it is. That's the way the rules are. We just have to get used to it. And LSU just has to not feel guilty and go pillage the village and get
No,
players.
I don't think they should feel. I don't think they should feel guilty. Oh, now I want to comment on an article was in the Advocate about 8 LSU players now in the transfer portal, and it was positioned like they were deserting LSU. But what the sports writer didn't know is many of these kids were told, "We don't have a spot for you next year. Go get in the transfer portal, see if you can find a way to get on the field." Jay Johnson addressed this last Friday when I went to that press conference. He said, sometimes, it's all about getting on the field. He was a non-Division I player. Jay Johnson played at a little small school, but he was on the field. He played. And sometimes there's guys who want to be on the field, and if that's at a different school or Division II, Division III, NAIA, go do it. That was a poor article in the Advocate because it positioned it like it was all against LSU when the writer didn't know that most of those kids were told to hit the portal. Anyway, boy, that's some good views there. The Cane River, huh, Rodney?
Yeah, the Cane River here in Natchitoches, which is where the home of the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame is located. And, of course, Rockin' River Fest will be this Friday night from 6 to 10:30 right on the riverbanks. We'll have fireworks and all that kind of stuff. Looking forward to it. Go to
I
LA
got the
Sports
Sports Hall of Fame up. I don't think you can see it on your phone. So remind everybody again about the website, which I'll get that up. And then you can also tell them what's going on.
Yeah, go to lasportshall.com and tons of events. Listen, if you can't make it, though, you'll be able to watch tomorrow on Pelican Broadcasting from 3 to 5. We'll have the live press conference. That's Cox Cable Channel 120 in Baton Rouge. It's on in Lafayette, New Orleans. Check your cable network over in Baton Rouge, AT&T UVerse Channel 11, I believe. But also, you can download the app. Tell them about the app. What is it, Pelican Sports TV or what is it?
No, Pelican Broadcasting. Search for Pelican Broadcasting. That's the app, Pelican Broadcasting. They got a button you hit to stream the TV. I checked it out yesterday to make sure it was working, and it was working right. Pelican Sports TV, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans. Get the app, Pelican Broadcasting. It's free. Search for it, get it in there, and you'll be able to watch numerous events from Natchitoches, from the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. The schedule has been submitted to the guide, but check it all out. You'll be able to enjoy something. If you
3 to 5 next tomorrow, you'll be able to watch it live on the Pelican Broadcasting app. And then on Saturday night from 6 till 9:30, you'll be able to watch the Pelican Broadcasting app as well. All the events. 6 to 7 will be our Purple Carpet Arrival show where all the Hall of Famers, past and present. Burt Jones will be there. Hollis Conway will be there, as well as the 22 class. Victor Howell will be hosting that. That is on Saturday night. And then 7 to 9:30 is the actual induction ceremony. So check it out on the Pelican Broadcasting app. And it'll be live. We'll upload everything to our YouTube page. If you go to Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame YouTube page and subscribe, you'll be able to see everything. We'll post it immediately after all.
All right, that sounds good. Looking forward to a big weekend. Again, I got the website on the screen, lasportshall.com, lasportshall.com for complete information. Everything you need is at that website, so check it out.
All right, last topic, and I want you to touch on and talk about is the Live PGA event. And this is one of my favorite topics, and I know we're going to bring it up a ton because it's going to be a story continuously over the next year. But Brooks Koepka, a 4-time, major winner, a guy who's had some injuries over the last year and a half, but he's still a superstar. He's still a top 20 player in the world. Brooks Koepka, a Ryder Cup guy, all that stuff, a major superstar in the States, has elected to leave the PGA Tour and join the Live Tour. That he now makes the 8th out of the top 50 players in the world. He's now number 8 as far as that's going to the Live Tour, and we're only less than a month into this tour. I personally believe half of the top 50 players in the world will be on the Live Tour within the first 6 months, if not sooner. What's your reaction to Brooks Koepka, and what's your reaction to what the PGA's doing?
Well, Brooks Koepka, he kind of got a little irritated at the U.S. Open presser when he did his little segment about, quit talking about the Live Tour, blah, blah, blah. Now, he's got a brother that's playing on the Live Tour, okay, Chase Koepka. So, then all of a sudden it comes out he's now going to join the Live Tour. No word yet on how much money he got, but it's a bunch, and, and he's done. So we'll just have to see how, in fact, that may go going forward. But, the PGA Tour is already coming out with a response that they're going to increase some purses with, money that players are playing for, maybe change the way points are compiled, and maybe the FedEx Cup turns into a different, maybe only 70 guys go to that, not 120. They got a bunch of things they're tossing around, and it's a reaction to the Live Tour. Now, they didn't get out in front of this, but they're reacting now because they're seeing what's happened. And we don't know. Ronnie, you're right. This is going to be a story for a long time. We don't know what's going to happen now. They play in Portland, not this weekend, but next weekend. It's a second Live event right outside of Portland, Oregon, on the United States soil. Do any PGA players who today aren't on the Live Tour, are they in there by then? We'll have to wait and see. I mean, this thing is far from over, as you said. But, it's going to see how it plays out. It's going to be interesting. We got a comment here from Chance says Liv needs to sign Charles Barkley. You heard what Barkley said, Ronnie?
What did he say?
No, they told Barkley that Mickelson got $200 million to go play on the Live Tour, and Barkley on national TV said, "I'd kill a relative for $200 million." He said, "I'd kill a relative for $200 million." So
I always enjoy playing the game of how much. And what I mean by that is it's a little fictional game that all of us have played, but I play it from time to time with my buddies when we're having a few cocktails. And that is how much to do this, how much to do that, and it's always something that's super extreme where your first reaction is no. But I always say everything has a price.
Yes.
There's a number for everything, no matter how horrible or disgusting or repulsive or whatever it may be. There's a number that if there was cold hard cash on the bed, in a suitcase, that somebody would say, yeah. It's always just a question of what that number is. And of course, that number is different for everybody. But I can safely say here in front of everyone, there's no amount of money that I would take to kill a relative. So unlike Charles, you can put 200 million in front of me. I'm not killing a relative. So all my family members are safe, and I do have a big family. But the Live Tour is going to be a soap opera that just keeps on giving to the sports fan for the next long amount of time. And I hope that the Saudis are willing to just go deep in the pocket and buy up everybody, because that's what this world is about. It's about capitalism. Nobody gets a gold medal or a star or anything for being loyal. Okay. Loyalty matters when it doesn't matter. Loyalty matters when it's all the same. Or you got a job at this place and they were the ones who believed in you, and you got a job offer somewhere else making $2,000 more a year. And okay, you want to be loyal because you like, whatever. But loyalty goes out the window when you're talking about doubling someone's salary or tripling someone's salary. And that's just for the layman out there. You got people out there watching this show. Let's say you make $75,000 a year. Somebody gives you 150 grand. You're going to go. And nobody's going to think the wiser of it. But for some reason, the PGA Tour is trying to shame its members, and the other golfers are trying to shame its members for doing what 99.999% of the world would do. And that is, if you have a chance to make more money by doing less work, and when I say more money, I mean a lot more money, but somehow you're the bad guy, it's ridiculous.
Hey, Ronnie, your comment about there's no price for you to kill a relative, your mom chimed in with "whew," like a sigh of relief, okay? And then Rachel says, "Miss Janet, you're safe." Have a little fun with your comment there. That's beautiful. And Marcia Payton says she'll see you in Natchitoches.
Good.
Hey, Ronnie,
Marcia's safe too.
You made the family feel a lot better here on a Wednesday morning, okay? Tipping the hat to you. That's good that everybody, we appreciate everybody interacting and liking and sharing this video. Ronnie and I certainly have fun doing it. We appreciate all of y'all.
Go ahead and tell us before we get out of here, TK, because I got to get to work here in Natchitoches. What's going on over at Tremonti's?
Well, today the lunch special is lasagna. That's a every Wednesday thing. Lasagna, grandma's recipe. It's really good. Got all the wine and whiskey that you need for the weekend. Meat, seafood. I got some bone-in pork chops yesterday. Cooked them up last night. Fabulous. The chairman's reserved meats. They can do catering for a small group, large group. Getting your, don't stop thinking yet about football tailgating. They can handle it all at Tremonti's Meat and Seafood. Connect on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call, or stop by Tremonti's Meat and Seafood in Baton Rouge. Ronnie's showing us a lot of the Cane River, beautiful Natchitoches. Natchitoches, one of the most beautiful cities in Louisiana, with the river and everything else, and of course the home of the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. Please like and share this video. I'm going to put up the Hall of Fame website one more time, lasportshall.com, for complete information about an awesome weekend, outstanding weekend that's coming up here in Natchitoches. Go to lasportshall.com. Get all the info on the LA Sports Hall of Fame.
By the way, a reminder, the Rougarou back home next week. 4 games, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Next week, Baton Rouge Rougarou at home. Go to brrougarou.com. We'll have fireworks on Friday, July 1st. We've got, remember, we know it's hot out there. It's record heat. But we have the only refrigerated AC fan viewing box in the world. Everybody who's invited to the ball games has the opportunity to go in our refrigerated VIP cooling box to cool off, watch some of the game through the glass windows in there. You got to see it to believe it. It's a game changer. You don't have any excuse not to come. Yeah, it's too hot. Not at our park. We got a covered roof, and we got a chance to cool off in our refrigerated box and watch the game while the kids are running around having a great time. That's the Louisiana Lottery Cool Zone. Come to Goldsby Field. Check it out. Go to brrougarou.com. Tommy, we'll go ahead.
Next Tuesday, Ascension Parish Baseball Night at the ballpark at Goldsby Field on Fourth Street. There's a lot of stuff posted at the AP Baseball Facebook page, and Rougarou going to get things posted about it too. A great opportunity for all the boys and girls that play at Ascension Parish Recreation Baseball, as well as the Ascension Parish All-Star teams, which are all getting ready for postseason play.
We'll be back on Friday morning early for some more sports shorts. We'll be at 9 o'clock Friday morning for you, because I got some radio up here in Natchitoches from 8 to 9. We'll be back 9 o'clock Friday morning for more sports shorts daily. Until then, have a great one, and good luck to Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Arkansas pulling for the SEC.